Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Under the Lights Racing League Cup Series. This is your voice for the action tonight, INF, and joined alongside me tonight in the booth is the lovely Hunter Dowling. Hello, Hunter.
They call me Hingle McCringleberry back home, but how we doing, everybody?
We're doing good, and nobody calls you that.
You don't know that. You don't
I
know.
know. Anyone would not call you that. Anyways, hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? It's on this beautiful mid-June Wednesday evening. Hope you all have had a great day. Tonight, it is the round of 8 opener at Martinsville, the Martinsville night race. 8 drivers have survived through the round of 12 and will continue their fight to the championship 4. And they got 3 rounds to get there. Kicks off, obviously, tonight, as aforementioned, Martinsville. Hunter, it's Martinsville. I mean, it's the round of 8. When and you're in at a track like this, what are the tensions going to be looking like?
There will be a lot, I repeat, a lot of bloodshed. We will see a lot of Kyle Busch versus Ricky Stenhouse instances after this race, probably, because you pack 16 guys all itching for a win on such a small track as Martinsville. There will be tempers that'll flare. Absolutely. Absolutely will tempers flare at Martinsville. Coming off of a difficult short track in New Hampshire last week, this one's much harder. The action's more compact, so tempers that are still being held over from New Hampshire are only going to amplify here. So it's just a very... I'm all for it. I think having 2 tough short tracks back to back, it's going to show who's hot and who's not, pretty much. I'm excited.
Absolutely. At Martinsville, obviously being the shortest track on the schedule last week, as you mentioned, we were at a short track. It was at New Hampshire, a track that relatively drives is similar in the sense that it's one grooved. Everyone's fighting for the middle to bottom of the track, and saw a lot of beating and banging, in which it was a playoff eliminator for
Indeed, it was.
drivers. Indeed, it was. We saw 4 drivers go home. I need to actually go find out who those 4 were. Oh my goodness! Can I please go to the standings? Thank you. So it appears as though it was Load Broker, Last Dark Outlaw, Crimson Sniper, Hack, and originally it was Irate Pluto that got eliminated. But a update for you on that, Hunter. You can explain to them what's turned over there.
Basically the same thing that I did for trucks. I backed out and gave Loadbroke/Outlaw the final 4 spot in trucks. Well, Brad Ranger backed out due to having to,
Or
due
wait,
to he backed out, relinquished his spot, which gives it up to Pluto. Considering Pluto was the first guy out on points, he's now the last man in. Now he's out of quote unquote revival, fighting for a title now.
absolutely, and it sucks to see for Brad Ranger from the season he's had, but nonetheless, a season to be proud of nonetheless, which leads us into our grid for tonight, which we have 16 drivers, previously mentioned, set to take on Martinsville. Leading us from the pole, our 43 car of LRS, who steals the pole from the heavily favorited number 24 machine of Mole, who sits second on the grid, with SP joining him up in third, Clater in the 21 fourth, Tomato in the 17 fifth, Flash in the 18 sixth, High Road in the 19 seventh, Deport in the 7 eighth, Irate Pluto in the 9 cars ninth, Drake in the 12 cars 10th, Hack is 11th in the 48 car, Storm in the 1 car is 12th, Denny in the 6 cars 13th, Crimson Sniper in the 99 cars 14th, Kenny in the 8 car or lowest playoff contender is sitting 15th, and rounding out the field is Brad Ranger, who take a DNQ in his 3 car. 131 miles around Martinsville. That equates to 250 laps.
Ooh.
That's 50% race length. Stages on. All flags are black flags on, and all cautions called from the administration team on the racing surface, which I have a feeling we will see a fair bit tonight.
Absolutely.
So let's look at some playoff contenders here going into tonight. Obviously, we got SP, LRS, Mole, Tomato, Flash, Irate, Pluto, Storm, and Kenny. We got a bunch of them are starting in the top half of the field, but you got drivers like Storm and Kenny are having to start further back. What is the mindset going into the round of 8 opener at Martinsville going to look like for these guys? Hunter, that's your cue.
I have returned. Did you ask me a question? I'm sorry, Champathy. I
I
apologize,
you know,
Champathy.
I did ask you
Oh,
a
sure you
question.
did. No, well, maybe I didn't want to answer your question. Okay, I do.
Well,
Shoot
maybe
it
I
again
should
at
kick
me.
you out of this booth right now.
Boo! Tyranny.
Ooh.
Tyranny. Absolute tyranny.
No, but what I previously mentioned was we got a bunch of drivers in the top half of the field that qualified well, but then you got a couple drivers starting further back. With it being Martinsville to open up the round of 8, and obviously this setting the championship for, what is the mindset for these drivers going to look like at a track like Martinsville?
Well, I mean, I'll give it to you this way. In the first Martinsville race, I was as much as 3 laps down, and I was completely out of it. But in stage 3, we had an absolute slew of cautions, and that put me back on the lead lap. And with 3 laps to go, I was as high as 2nd place, and I held that 2nd place position until the last corner when I got bull rushed and finished 6th, 5th. Yeah, finished 5th. So anything
You
can
finished.
happen.
That's
I
the
did.
point.
I finished 5th. Anything can happen at Martinsville. You're never out of it until the last lap sounds. Then you're pretty much out of it. But you're never out of it at Martinsville. Doesn't matter how many laps down you get. Guys get restless. Cautions will happen. You could be multiple laps down. You could still have a chance to come back if you just play your cards right and keep out of damage once you're already laps down. But but you would rather not go many laps down. That's obviously the goal. But the playoff guys just got to be ready for anything, because anything can happen here. And I mean anything can happen here.
Well, when you talk about anything happening here, something that could very much happen here is a driver that's not in the playoffs that could play spoiler, which would lead
Absolutely.
into predictions into this race win tonight, because this is obviously going to be, well, there is a clear favorite, but nonetheless, anyone is starting up front seems to be a worthy contender.
Oh, absolutely. You know, you may think that this track is actually unaffectionately named Molesville, so a lot of people would want to pick Mole as the winner, which you would not be wrong in doing so. But anyone can win on any given day. Look at me at Michigan, for crying out loud. I had no intentions of winning a race on my birthday, but it happened. Anything can happen. Any given race day. You like to say any given Sunday when it comes to Sunday night races or football games or whatever? Any given race day. Any given race day, it can happen. That being said, transitioning towards our picks, give me the man, the myth, the legend, who had an amazing battle with at Phoenix on Sunday. Give me Clater stealing the show as a non-playoff driver and winning tonight at Martinsville. He did it at the truck playoff opener at Auto Club. I imagine he can steal the thunder again.
Clater obviously seeking some redemption after last night, but qualified up in 4th, a good pick there. Now, it's tough for me because the obvious pick is Mole, and you don't want to pick the obvious guy. So I'll tell you this. I'm going to go with LRS. I'm going with our pole sitter. Now, he is a guy that's only won one time this year. For LRS's standards and what he's been accomplishing down the lower levels, you could say it's been a little bit of a disappointment of some sorts. I mean, only one win so far this season, or I believe 2 actually.
I broadcasted his Auto Club win, so I want that to be known. So every time I'm in the booth, he has a chance to win. So if he wins tonight, I think it's me in the booth thing. I'm just saying.
It
Continue.
might just be that.
Might be
But
me in the booth
LRS,
thing.
he seems to have a lot of ability at these short tracks. He did it earlier this season in the lower divisions at Martinsville, and obviously he's been vocal throughout the week in his determination to get himself a grandfather clock tonight, and he put it on pole. That's just a start. It's about holding on to it, and those Legacy Motor Club boys have been putting in a lot of work to try and topple the 24 machine.
Oh, absolutely. They going back as far as Vegas a few weeks ago. They were able to finally link up at 1 and 2 as the first and second place car with about 8-7 to go. They shuffled me out of line and they stuck to it. They got themselves to win. So if one is behind the other, one of them is gonna play defense for the other. If they're 1-2 in the final 10 laps, one of them's gonna win that race because the guy that's behind the rear gunner in this instance will play very, very good calculated defense. They're very good teammates, very good friends, obviously, so they're gonna help each other out every single chance that they get humanly possible. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Got to use your teammates to your advantage, and they've done that very well this season.
Very true indeed. And that listen to really our last necessary topic of coverage being the upcoming week for UTLR and where we are at for this next week. Obviously, Martinsville's tonight. Tomorrow night, the Xfinity Series heads to Richmond for their round of 12 elimination race. Going to be very exciting there from the short track. A bunch of short track ringers are going to show up there and probably put on a good show for y'all. Then next week, we have an off week for the Truck Series. Next week for Cup is race number 2 of the round of 8 at Watkins Glen. And then the Xfinity Series is also racing next week, and they will be starting their round of 8 also at Martinsville.
Affectionately titled the Louisville 125. Mirroring.
It is that. The mirroring. Oh my goodness. Mirroring.
Mirroring. There you go.
Mirroring the
vocab
Cup Series.
Major.
Oh my goodness.
You could say mocking. Not really mocking, but mimicking. There you go. Mimicking. It's better.
Oh my
there
goodness,
you go.
bro.
It's mimicry.
This is ridiculous, bro.
This is why I was reading collegiate level books.
I'll not be insulted by my inability to say mirroring.
Well, I can't help that I was reading collegiate level vocabulary books in the 7th grade. I'm sorry.
I can't help it that I don't care. They're rolling the lobby right now. They're getting the lobby set up. They're missing one driver right now, but otherwise we're going to be going green soon.
All right, that's not funny. That's not funny.
No, High Road's in the lobby. I'm actually tuned into a stream, which for streamers tonight, High Road is streaming on Twitch. I believe Storm will be starting his stream up soon. Who else is usually streams?
Shout out High Road for always being in the right place at the right time when it comes to Rex. Seems like Daniel Dye in a sense.
I don't think that's a compliment.
No, it is. No, like right place and right time in terms of his view of every incident ever.
I'll tell you what, he has been a very reliable person to get
absolutely.
Data for
the absolutely.
Stream. He's streaming every week, so yeah, shouts to High Road. All right, over/under cautions on the evening, and this is including stage cautions. Over/under 7.5.
I am cashing that over all the way to the bank. I think we had 4 in stage 3 alone in the first race. So yeah, I'm cashing that over without a doubt. We've gotten our invites.
Loaded into. Did you get an invite?
I got an invite. I'll give you one, buddy.
I was like, I haven't gotten an
invite.
Well,
no, I was easier to invite because I'm already online. Like a normal human being.
Okay, buddy. If we want to go there, SB invited me. Thank you.
We will go there. We will tussle.
SB invited me before you.
We will put up the dukes, quote unquote.
We will put up the.
Put up your dukes.
We will duel.
Put up your
duel in the main streets. We will duel outside the tavern, bro. Like a Western shootout. What is it? Quick draw? I don't even know what. What is it? What do they call it?
Oh, please. You've never watched a Western movie or TV show in your lifetime. Name me one Western TV show. Name me one.
name one Western TV show.
Like one
And
about
name you
the
like
Old West.
movies. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell you like any
You've never heard of
TV shows.
Gunsmoke? Shameful.
No.
Shameful. Adamans, strike this man down
Who gives a
immediately.
rat's ass?
Me. I do. It's a good show.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, the cars are rolled up. They'll do maybe a pace lap, two.
They'll probably do
couple pace
two.
laps.
They'll probably do two, Martinsville, just to get everyone situated. Situated?
That's what I'm thinking. Situated is a statement. You can make that.
I don't want to.
Is a 64 lap inaugural stage for this evening.
Great. And the second one's in the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. I think closer to 80. I think closer to 80. Because stage 3 is like right at 110 laps. Like, it's like right at 110.
Well, it looks like we won't be needing that second pace lap. Looks like everyone's situated in their correct spots.
In the
LRS and Mole will be leading us to green here to kick off the round of 8 here from the Martinsville Night Race. No, we're not. We're doing another pace lap because why the heck not?
in the words of James Hetfield, gimme food, gimme fire, gimme dabba jabba za. A lot of guys are gonna need fuel. A lot of guys are gonna need fire, and a lot of guys will be seeking what they desire. That is a win in a trip to the
That
Final
is
Four.
bars right there. All right, it was
Boom.
the back half of the field that couldn't get situated.
That was a great
But I think
segue.
now this time, LRS and Mole will be leading us to the green flag to kick off the round of 8 here from the Martinsville Night Race.
A buggity, buggity, buggity. And they're already sending each other into turn 1. This has gone beautifully.
SP moved that 24 up the track, and Mole is all sorts of out of shape. Tomato and Clater taking the jump on them, putting their cars down to the 24s inside.
Right behind them, straddled right behind Clater. Mole's going to drop quite a few spots off the start unless he can hold it on the outside. And Tomato hops the curb. SP's way out of the groove on that high side.
All this allowing that 43 car of LRS to skedaddle out of the way and get the track position he needs. Mole has still not found the bottom yet as SP gets ran up into the wall.
And Clater's going to be the benefactor. Going to take 2 spots, slide it. Oh, Mole slides it way deep. High Road with a little bit of offensive assist. He's going to get 2 spots out of it. High Road slots from 6th to 4th in just a lap. How about that from the 19 car?
Aggression early on from these drivers, and it is literally lap 5. A little bit of lag there from a couple of the drivers. Deport is up a ton of positions already. He's made up a ton of ground as further back, Hack has completely missed the curb and hit the wall.
Poor
It's like out of the corner of my eye. I just watch the car completely miss it. Flash puts the business end of his front bumper to use for the first time tonight.
SP has just been given the short end of the proverbial stick already, dropping 5 spots already, all the way down to the 8th position. And Pluto rocked the curb. SP's going to get one of those positions back. Or will.
I thought he put the bumper to him there, and I might see him do that again.
I just watched High Road and Deport. I don't know what's happening up there, but all right, good television, good show, jolly good show.
Not the only one seeing that, and Mole puts the bumper to use for the first time tonight as well, moving Deport up a lane, side by side, running for the 6th position.
Mole, I will say one thing about Mole, he's very good at putting the bumper to. He won't send you completely, but he'll give you enough business to where it's not going to mess you up, but he's going to take the position from you. Deport battles back, kind of sways low, like he swings low like the sweet chariot, but he's still hanging side by side with him. This is allowing High Road and company to kind of segue away from him. Still side by side.
And this is what makes battling at Martinsville like this so interesting, is that the bottom is obviously the preferred lane, but a capable driver can hold that outside lane and defend it for quite a while. But what you want to do is what Mole did there and run that person on the outside just a little wide so they can't have that usage of the extra banking. And then they run out of room and they have to back out. And now Deport's under fire from SP.
Oh, yes. The Black Rifle Coffee Company machine piloted by SP. Looks like he got a little tight on exit there. He really had to saw off his corner exit. Lost a lot of speed down the straightaway, which straightaway speed in Martinsville, doesn't matter how short they are, still matters a lot.
side by side further back. Flash gets past Irate Pluto. They had been battling for a little while. Further behind them, Storm, Crimson Sniper, and Hack have been battling for a while. They were 3 wide at one point. Storm getting the better of them all. These two drivers were fighting really hard last week at New Hampshire. There was a little bit of tensions flaring between the two sides, I believe. And we'll see if any of that carries over into tonight. Obviously, we've got a long ways to go till any real necessary moves like that need to be made.
Absolutely. As we go, I'm segueing back towards the front. It looks like Luke's lead has diminished slightly. He's not under fire by Tomato just yet, but the lead has definitely shrunk in a sense.
And I think one thing they talked about when we were with them was the setup, their game plan for when they were running is to have a car that can kind of go on longer runs and maybe sacrifice a little bit of the short run speed of their car so that they can have stability on the longer runs. As I believe there's a bit of action going on for third. It looks like High Road has come close to Clater's back bumper there. At least it looked like it.
Which, going back to your point about the setup, especially with a track like Martinsville, you can't afford to sacrifice too much track position, considering how difficult it passes. High Road had to catch it.
Oh, he absolutely. I mean, he caught a lot of L's right there. I mean, he just lost so many positions.
I think
he's paused right now.
He's lagged out.
And he's backing out.
Has lagged out. It looks like.
No, I mean he backed out. I was watching his stream. That is a manual retirement from the 4th place runner of High Road. And
unfortunate for him, as
that's
SP and Flash are going absolutely haywire. D-Port hits the fence, and Flash has a chance to get at D-Port. I believe this is for the 5th position now.
Oh, and we have a car in the inside wall in the front stretch. That's Storm, who's nosed into the front stretch wall. He's currently riding on the bottom of
He's
1 and 2,
already
heavy
one lap
damage to the
down.
front of that car.
And in our Martinsville race the other night, he's already 1 lap down. So unfortunate scenes again for Storm. Not a good way to start off your round of 8.
Orange front end damage and yellow throughout the rest of the body. He is going to be limping this thing through the stage because he ultimately cannot afford to pit right now.
Absolutely
if he does,
not.
He's going to go even more laps down. So this is, at the moment, damage control. Just try and keep this thing from going too many more laps down. Try and keep out of the way.
And like I was going to say earlier before I had to mention High Road catching a lot of L's, pertaining to strategy, at a track like Martinsville, you can't really afford to lose too much track position because it's a pain, an absolute pain, to try and pass people a lot of times here. So if you have a short run car, as Mole and Clater having a beautiful battle for 3rd place, if you have a short run car, that's good and all, but you're going to be absolutely hosed on the long run. But if you have a long run car and you know you don't fire off well, but if you do manage to hold your track position like looks like Luke has, you could be settled in for a very great night. If you have a long run car, you don't fire off well the first 15-ish laps, if you only lose like a few spots, you're going to be just fine. You can easily get that back on the long run. So it's all about just managing what you got early on if you have a long run car. Don't overdo it. Don't try to burn your tires up. Don't burn 50% of tire in 12 laps like I did at Martinsville this last Saturday. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not a key to success. It's a key to finishing 7th place and a lap down.
I'll tell you what is not a key to success. Battling with lap cars is
Absolutely.
That's what's been happening with Deport and SP these last couple of laps. They've been 3 wide at some points, but they finally managed to get around the heavily damaged one car and get to move on. That actually allowed Hack to gain on them momentarily before he just did whatever he just did right there.
Speaking of long-run cars, it looks like Mole, who was struggling at the beginning of the run, it looks like he has found something because he has hawked down Tomato after passing Clater within a span of 2 laps, and he is moving.
You've been seeing a few cars there when I've been scrolling around, a bunch of cars going and exiting lower on the track as they've been getting loose. As you see Mole go down the inside of Tomato. Tomato, I don't think was really going to fight that too much. Scrapes the wall just a little bit, but he's going to be more or less fine. This is really going to be the point in the run where they get to feel out their cars and what they're going to have to adjust. You see Tomato right there entering or exiting middle of the corner. or middle of the straight, he is really having to fight a loose car. Whereas these drivers up ahead seeming to be dealing with cars that can handle well on the long run. And especially that 17 camp, he's going to have to make an adjustment for that longer run pace.
I'm just riding along with Mole, looking at his line. He kind of just dives it really deep in there, and then kind of just diamonds. He just diamonds the corner as LRS hooks the wall. Just look how, just go to Mole. Just look how deep he dives it in. Sometimes he can't dive it as deep because Luke's ahead of him, but he dives it in really deep.
And that's something I've always been vocal about when I've been watching onboard Mole. He does this on the road courses, does it on every other short track, and does that tracks that really require braking. He is so much better on the brakes than I think a lot of the other people in the series. He's just able to late brake his car, put it into places where not many other people can put it,
like
and
there.
Put it almost in the lead. He sent it from pretty far back behind LRS, got it done without contact, and takes the lead for the first time tonight. LRS going to be left to chase that Rainbow Warriors car there.
As
oh like my gosh, Storm has spun again.
Looks like Storm has dropped it into the pit lane. Begrudgingly, it seems like.
He didn't even enter pits.
No,
he's
Storm
still
is
rolling on the track.
Storm is begrudgingly losing a precious amounts of time and brain cells in the process. It looks like.
This is a playoff driver, by the way, and obviously you did mention people have been able to come back from multiple laps down. You yourself were that meant person, but obviously this isn't looking very good for the one team here.
I will say I didn't go multiple laps down in the first stage. I didn't get my bad luck until the second stage. So going down this early, it's going to be a lot tougher. As Mole looks like he has to catch it off the front stretch.
He did indeed, and a little bit of assistance there from another playoff driver, Kenny, who you have to imagine he had to have been fighting that a little bit, trying not to go a lap down. No, this is also not good for us because Storm is now our only streamer in this race, and he is now multiple laps down, or is going to be multiple laps down, which isn't exactly good for keeping track of how many laps there are.
Not at all. Can't concur that, but you know what? It's okay. Raw intuition
is it going to be okay?
Does wonders.
Maybe you may need to pop into the race chat like at some point and be like, yo, how many laps are there left? And then just like...
They're in an Xbox party, which is even more difficult.
They're in a Discord.
Oh, they are? Oh, good.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, Flash and Clater were closely battling for a little while. Flash almost hit the inside wall and then hit the back bumper of Kenny. Maybe a little bit of displeasure there from the 18 for why he got into the inside wall. Who knows? But Clater and Flash are closing in on third place of Tomato. Both of their cars seeming to find some speed again.
As you look at Mole at Martinsville reminds me of me at Brazil on F1 games. He hits his flow state and then he's just gone. I say this having only won like 3 races at Brazil and not like 10 compared to Mole's Martinsville wins.
Well, let me tell you, there's a lot of tracks like this where you need to be in a flow state or in a rhythm to be successful. At Martinsville is one of them. You got to continue to hit your lines successfully as Argenic goes another lap down. But Mole is just so good at maintaining that rhythm and keeping it going, running the same line over and over. It is going to get progressively harder, though, once the car starts to get looser and starts to fall off a bit. So we'll have to see how that plays out. I mean, we're about on lap 39, I believe.
Well, this race is going to take forever. I will say, everyone's kind of gotten spread out already. For some reason, the night race, people get more spread out than the day race. I've come to know that for some odd reason.
It does tend to happen. Flash is looking down the inside of Clater. This is for the 4th place position on track. Down into turn 3, Flash is going to send it. Make contact.
Washed up just a little bit.
A little wide. But then Flash leaves him the room. Clater gets the drive off. Maintains 4th. Tomato still, or is going to be able to prolong his third place running position for a little while longer as these guys continue to battle and ultimately have to navigate lap traffic.
I don't know what I tried to say there, but you know what? We're just gonna move along. We're just gonna move along.
Tried to say something.
I did. It's okay.
I see a slow car.
It looks like these two are beginning to gain on Tomato somewhat. I feel like Clater might be the faster car here, and Flash might be understanding of that. Next up, nicks the curb on exit. Loses a little bit of time. Probably had to catch the car a little bit.
Seems like that's where Clater is able to beat Flash. Clater's driving it in deep like Mole. The problem is that he's not really able to diamond it. When he drives it in deep, he's washing up the track, and he's not like clipping that curb, or at least in 1 and 2. And he's using a lot more of the banking to try and get his drive off. So a little bit of an interesting line there for Clater, but it's seeming to work.
Might be brushing the wall in the entry of the corners, kind of scrub off speed. Not the worst idea ever.
Definitely a idea of all time. I have seen weirder ideas.
I have as well. Reminds me of the one time when I qualified on pole, my only ever Xfinity pole at Martinsville in the different series like 3 years ago. To this day, no one realizes that I actually wall rode. That was not a legitimate lap. I wall rode on that pole lap.
Evil.
Mm-hmm.
This man is evil. Bull is about to lap storm
for a third time
again. I don't know if this is the second or third time, but
it's
Storm
definitely
going to get out of the way of the 24. Well, thank you for making absolutely sure that this is the third time.
I'm pretty sure it's the third time.
It's a vendetta. It's a vendetta, Batman.
You said it's a bandana?
I said it's a vendetta.
You did not say vendetta.
Batman.
You said bandana.
I said vendetta.
You said bandana. I don't want to hear it.
I 100% said vendetta.
They did. Oh, as Clater and Flash are going to go sailing, literally, through the entry of 1 and 2.
I caught that late, but it looked like Drake got washed a little wide there. I don't
And
know
Flash
if that was a casualty award.
I don't know what sound that was.
He went, what?
He went, Okay, they're still too wide. This is fun. Still too wide. Clater going to have the outside and a little bit of extra speed off exit. Ooh, they're going to touch.
I think that might have been the 21 getting a little loose there. He's been looking a little loose these last few laps, but
Flash not quite clear. No, he is now. Got the drive off. And Flash is clear into the 4th position. Clater right behind him, though. Should he make a mistake?
Be right on him. But look! Don't look now. The 9-car Virate Pluto is rearing his head from the 6th position. He's closed the gap to the 5th and 4th place running cars by a lot. And,
he is hey mustaching what's up his way to the function. Hey mustache, what's upping? Hey mustache, what's upping? That's better. His way into the function. As Alex and Crimson.
Oh!
What
Did I
happened?
just catch beef? Deeport just walled the shit out of Hack. Oh, and he ran him in the wall. There were 3 wide.
SP?
I don't know what I was just watching.
That was 3 wide. I caught that too. SP gonna go deep into the corner.
It started in 1.
And Deeport smacks the fence.
Deeport walled Hack, and they both ran wide. And then SP sent the 3 wide. These guys, these 3 have been battling the entire stage. Deeport got loose there. These guys, he almost killed Hack. Almost killed Brad. And manages to barely kill, he keeps from killing himself. Mole is right
I can
behind
imagine.
this, which
I can imagine Deeport is doing his prototypical grunting as he tends to do when he makes a mistake. He goes, "Arr!" And he does his prototypical "I stink" grunks. Grunk, grunk,
grunk.
crunk.
I know I was tripping over my words a second ago.
Good go. Yeah, boys.
Well,
how mad
this is not what Mole's gonna want to see.
Anywho, how mad would the admin team plus, when I mean admin team, I mean Alex, be if I did the entire race with a Kronk impression?
I'd be a little annoyed being your co-broadcaster.
As you see, yeah, spitting out here the 42 car. Okay, I'm done. Alrighty, back to...
Stop. Alright. Deeport is getting very loose off these corners, has been for the last couple laps. And Mole is not taking any precautions, moves him, and will likely go right through his business. Will Deeport return the favor as a lap car? Oh, you bet your ass he is! Oh, he definitely did! Oh, he ran him all the way out the
Deeport trying to stay on the lead lap. It's like Alex Bowman and Martin Truex at
Deeport standing on
Richmond.
business.
It's like Alex
As
Bowman
lap
and
car will
Martin
not be pushed
Truex.
around, he runs up wide again.
It's like Alex Bowman and Martin Truex at Richmond. Bowman was dooring Truex to stay on the lead lap, but it
here we
ultimately
go.
didn't work.
And Mole returns the favor right
Mole
back.
giving him the business.
Would not
Mole,
believe me if you said
Mole
that this
gave
is
him
for a
the
lap,
Mole
for
gave
two
him the
lap.
certified business with a D. He's gonna go way deep into
And
it.
Deeport drives right back into him and drives him right back up. Where is LRS and Tomato to take advantage of this?
LRS,
They're
I
all
think,
the
is
way
a
up.
straightaway behind.
Oh, wait, Ardetti! Oh my god! Oh, they're doing wide!
Oh my god! Denny played an accidental pick to Mole's demise, but it kind of worked. Deeport not close enough this time. He's gonna. I think Deeport's gonna go for it right here. Oh, he's not close enough.
That'd be ridiculous. I mean, for both prior times, I mean, it's understandable because they're close, but
I can't
man.
say if there's any hindrance between Brad and Mole or Hack and Mole or SP and Mole, Deeport's gonna be right there saying, "Hey, I got a nose. Let me utilize it." He's doing the prototypical Coke, like the Coke Racing family commercial from the mid 2010s at Martinsville. Like one time, just let you know I'm there. 2, I gotta move. 3, I'm moving you. I remember Denny Hamlin used to always say, 3, I'm moving you. I thought it was so corny as a child. Oh, there's the first tap. There's the first tap. You just let him
a little bit of issue trying to find a way around Brad Ranger.
Meanwhile, Hack and SP, Hack with the switchback of dreams, and this is gonna get.
Oh my god, bro! There's too much to keep up with. Brad Ranger chopped the nose off Mole.
How close is Deeport in all this? Okay, he's
not even close. He's still loose as hell. He can't do anything. The real question is where is LRS in all this? They have not gained anything despite this crazy battle.
I think
this is the last lap of the stage. With Storm being a couple laps down, I'm going to assume this is the last lap of the stage.
Yeah, if it's not Brad will be the first man a lap down if it is the last lap. Yeah, that was the last lap.
It that way.
It
Mole
looks like the last lap.
wins stage 1, but by all means,
it wasn't.
Ruffles the feather. I mean, it wasn't all too easy.
The feuding between Deeport and Mole in that first stage was pretty fun. I can't even lie to you. It was kind of hectic.
I must also say, if you don't like what Deeport did, I don't know what to tell you. Mole ran him wide. He bulldozed through him the first time, or didn't bulldoze him, but he moved him without the first try of passing him. Moved him off the track. Deeport, standing on business, moves him right back. Then Mole moves him, and then Deeport moves him again. You gotta give shouts to Deeport for standing on business right there for the leader. All right, let's see who's a lap down. Storm is 3 laps down. Ardenny's 3. Drake is 2. Kenny, Sniper, Deeport, and Brad Ranger are all a lap down. And did you seriously open like TikTok while I was talking?
I've been Instagram Reels on my job. I just watched.
How about that's even worse?
No, I watched Royce Lewis hit an absolute tater for the Minnesota Twins. You can quit your hating. Oh yeah.
Whatever.
And Spencer Schwielenbach of the Atlanta Braves has a Lego made after him. Anywho, let's go for stage 2,
Nobody
baby.
needs to know this.
You don't know about.
Underway.
I don't know about Spencer Schwielenbach. SMHing my head in my head. Mole runs it up
into turn 1.
Will Mole set sail, or will Luke give him the business? Yep, Mole setting sail. Luke could not give him the business. Oh!
Should probably take a look back for here. They are 3 wide. Hack, SP are battling
Luke
again.
obliterates the fence, and here we go. Tomato takes second. Clater going to try to take third. Oh, Clater and Luke, a little bit of oomphy-doomphy. Yep, This is going to get wild, and it's going to get wet and wild like the Diddy party.
Oh my god, HD. They're 3 wide off turn 4, but I can't believe you just said that on air.
Diddy party.
SP. Oh my god, and Flash kills Clater. Oh, and that just went 3 wide underneath the Iron Hero. And LRS got balled.
Did you see
Where the hell did he come from?
Did you see how Hack transfused inside? Oh my gosh!
And LRS is
Hack
getting on business. He just walled the
and
fuck
there
out
goes
of him.
Pluto. Hack just about hit the glitch spot. That's wild. If Hack
my god!
and
SP walled and SP pumped his own teammates.
and Flash is bumping SP.
What is going on?
This is bedlam. The fact that Hack is sitting top 5 at Martinsville makes me smile. This is great.
Oh, Kitty got absolutely hooked on the curb and has killed Storm, Crimson Sniper, and all 3 of them.
That might be a
None
caution.
of them went around, though.
No,
none of them went around. So there's not. And Hack walled LRS again. Oh,
and Kenny has completely obliterated T-Port. Meanwhile, Mole has a full straightaway lead on the pack. He has, the pack, not Tomato. Meanwhile, Luke and SP side by side.
Porter having a battle of all time back here. All right, I'll tune back into the front. There's too much going on for me to keep up.
SP looking to potentially send Hack to. I was gonna say
send him to Narnia.
A two-worded place that started with N. One word started with N. The other one started with G. Yeah. Anywho, we're just gonna leave it at that. He's gonna send him to Manitoba.
I don't like how inconspicuous you're being about this.
Manitoba. I'll say it off the air, but the Manitoban skyline has never looked more beautiful as Hack is gaining on his teammate Pluter. I need to take a break. I need to drink my vanilla Coke and shut up for a few laps.
SP needs to probably cool his head for a second because he put himself into the wall.
Here comes Claire.
Now gonna maybe get passed by Claire.
We had our perfect Thurgo's Hamilton moment when Pluto went underneath SP and Hack, and neither one of us said it. Very sad about that.
I said Hack made that absolute send and a half, and that's what I thought it was, and then I only watched LRS move the hell out of Hack. I didn't even see what Irie Pluto did.
Pluto went 3 wide underneath all of them. He went from 6th to 3rd. That's how he's in 3rd right now. Clater looking for the switchback. XP. Experience points.
Experience points. Oh, hacking. These are teammates, by the way.
Oh, teammates.
I gotta say as well, this might be the best, green flag running normal race-wise. This might be the best we've seen Hendrick Motorsports run, all season throughout, the field. Obviously has been running up front. But I already put in Hack running 3rd and 4th. I mean,
they'd be running better. They'd be better if I was running in the 5 full-time SMH. My head could have added one more win to Hendrick, but you know what? It's okay.
Oh! Sniper just ran himself and deported to the outside.
Shout out to Mr. J and Ranger for running that 5 car and doing very well in it. Shout out to both of those guys. Never let their efforts go unnoticed.
Oh, Crimson Sniper is still bumping Deport. And he's trying to go down his inside. Oh my god, I'm tuning into this. This is... and Sniper was willing to run him out, and then Deport crossed him over. And then he crossed him over again! A double crossover through 1 and 2. Drake is loose as hell as they enter into 3. And now Sniper's Doran Deport down 3 and 4. Oh my goodness. Oh, and he bumped him out of the way again. For his crazy, and then he balled him for good measure. I'd say for as crazy aggressive as these guys have been all night, these guys have not even had a caution. Oh my goodness. Poor Drake right behind them doesn't even know what to do.
And he's trying to hook him. And he's no, I think Deport just hooked Crimson.
This is absolute madness.
This is worse than trying to explain a prefrontal cortex to a...
Drake absolutely nailed Sniper.
This is worse than trying to explain the prefrontal cortex to a toddler. And there goes Deport.
I don't know why you would even try to explain that.
There goes Deport.
You already know Deport's gonna...
Remember, this is if I'm not mistaken, this is the battle for the free pass spot. This is a genuine battle for the free pass spot.
You know what? I think you're right. But the problem is why are they battling this hard when they're going to get lapped sooner? They're going to get lapped again.
And there goes Deport once again. This is where Ralph Shaheen screams, "Down goes Dungy. He's in the dirt."
Deport, I think, walled the sniper. I like how we're... This is a battle for, to my knowledge, this is a battle for 10th, by the way.
This is the greatest... This is like...
Oh, and Deport's loose as shit. He hits the wall.
No,
wait, is he lagging? He just... What is going on? What is he doing?
Killed Drake. He just killed Drake.
Oh, he killed Drake, and then he just moved the shit out of Storm.
Life's clippable moments need Clorox bleach.
Bro, this guy is gonna get... He's getting something after the race, bro, because this is absolute madness.
Deport has Fuel by Metallica playing in his ears right now. Actually, no, he heard
Bro is moving Storm. He does not want to
Deport heard I was listening to the Freebird guitar solo and decided to get about that action.
Oh, Storm, you just about to stand on business.
Oh, he just put him in the grass.
Deport's right at the curb. Storm's running him up the track and into the wall. No, but he got loose. And then he's coming back up into the track.
This is the most
Oh, you know what the worst part of all this? Look behind. Mole is in turn 4. He's right behind them all. SB's in the wall again as we finally take a note of what's happening at the front, we've been ignoring this for the whole time.
I'm gonna watch this from Mole's point of view. This is gonna get hectic. This is gonna get crazy. And he just sent it on Alex. I'm still laughing from Deport transcending through space and time and breaking physics and murdering Drake in the process. That poor guy.
Bro, someone has to stop Deport. This man is becoming a menace to society.
Deport,
is crazy.
Deport's a bigger hazard than High Road is at this Coke 600 or the Coke 300, I should say.
And Bull is right behind him, about to put him another lap. Down is Kenny.
Kenny had to catch it. Kenny's gonna $5 at this. Kenny's gonna wall Mole $5.
I'm not taking that because I think Mole's about to cross him over right here.
We can't place bets as broadcasters. I forgot about that. It's technically illegal.
First of all, can't bet. How are we? It wouldn't even be like a legal bet.
You can bet at 18. You can't bet it. You can bet at 18. Somewhat.
Bro, okay,
somewhat.
This is not the conversation I'm about to have.
And there goes Cranston.
Oh, Sniper's around the front straightaway. Mole avoids him just barely. How did no one else get involved in that?
Deport transcended through him.
I guess who's right behind him? Mole, who sends it from way far back.
Y'all remember the battle Deport and Mole had in stage 1? You think Deport's gonna give him the business a few more times?
This is for Deport to try and stay one lap down. Kenny right behind him, not gonna let him cross him over. Mole,
safe to say, Deport might be doing this for Scotland. I don't think he has any amount of Scottish heritage about him, but he's doing it for Scotland. He's got the Scotland race car about him. He hits the fence. He's not doing anything for Scotland.
He is driving a car,
Deport
not for Scotland, but just for himself.
Deport had one job and he failed it so miserably that Scotland as an empire is now no more.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mole might be dominating this race right now. I mean, he's leading by about a whole straightaway margin, but to say the least, this has not been action packed as Deport just drives right into Kitty.
I can't. I hate that I have to leave in a couple minutes and go set something up. I'll be back, but I hate that I'm missing Deport being a glorified Matt Kenseth. Everyone in front of Deport is Joey Logano, and he is Matt Kenseth.
No, I haven't even taken note the fact that Hack is into third. Like,
he passed.
We don't even have First of all, Storm is 4, maybe going on 5 laps down. He's the only person I can have for race control. And you'd also think, with how aggressive these guys have been racing, there hasn't been a single caution so far.
Yeah.
How have we managed that?
I'm actually very upset the fact that I missed Hack's reign of quote-unquote dominance.
Deport's around!
That's what Deport gets for trying to Matt Kenseth his way to success. Now you're going to be 3 laps down.
right in front of the rest of the field too. Brad Ranger, SPLRS.
See, I'm on
Hey, and
board with
Storm's back
Denny.
there.
I'm on board with Denny. Denny just let two guys that he knew were faster go by. That's how you be a respectful little lap car, Deport.
Hey, and I always want to shout out. I never get the chance to, and I never do, but I feel like I should. I want to shout out Drake and Ardeni because those guys, I haven't raced with Ardeni a lot, but I've raced Drake for many years, and he is one of the cleanest drivers I've ever met, and
Absolutely.
one of the most respect. He's even when he's getting lapped, he's super respectful. He knows where he needs to be, and
Drake is the
he just
epitome of
likes to
respect.
race.
I think I've raced Drake for every. I raced with Drake throughout my entire high school years. Drake has raced with me since I was a freshman. I just graduated high school, so that's actually weird to consider. I've known Drake for 4 years. Shout out the fact that there goes Jenny doing it again. There you go. Good little lap car. There you go. You know,
those two are very respectful.
You know, off topic. Sometimes you realize you don't realize how quickly time passes. Like we've known Drake and Ardeni for the better part of 4 years. We've known Luke and SP for about 3. I've got introduced to UTLR late 2021. So yeah, I've known those guys for a long time. So yeah, passage of time goes by pretty quickly. In the words of Ferris Bueller, if you blink too much,
moves pretty fast.
Life moves too fast. If you blink, you'll miss it. Something like that. Yeah.
Life moves pretty fast if you don't stop and look around sometime.
Look around sometime, you might miss it. Yeah, that's what it was. It had nothing to do with blinking. Speaking of,
Hack is still in sight of Tomato.
He's talking down Tomato. Pluto's starting to struggle, and Hack came to life. It looks like.
Okay, so Tomato just crossed the start-finish line. Mole is halfway down the backstretch, so about half of track separates Mole from Tomato.
Hack
is 4 laps down currently.
Hack is doing better than Alex Bowman was doing at Martinsville. And there goes Kenny. I'm on board with Hack. I think Hack accidentally just gave Kenny the biggest business of all time. Kenny is deceased.
Deport is right behind SP and Brad Ranger, but I don't think he's going to do anything.
Oh no, this is Deport we're talking about.
Brad Ranger and SP.
Watch on a Deport. Find Deport speed. Find Deport speed. Okay. Yep, there he goes again. There he goes. Yep, he did it again. Ooh, Brad had to catch it. I don't even know what position this is for. I just know Deport's like 2 or 3 laps down now.
Oh, Kenny's around in 1 and 2.
Once again, Deport transcended through the space-time continuum. Nice. Good job, Deport.
Tomato's got the best spot on the track, and he might be thinking, when I say that, he might be in the lead. No, it's because he has a full straightaway all to himself. Well,
no one's around him.
Have a whole straightaway to themselves.
Meanwhile, you had like 5 or 6 cars in 1 and 2, with Luke, Drake, SP, Brad, as well as I believe. Is that Mole? That's not Mole. That's Crimson.
Mole is in 3 and 4.
Yeah, no. 6 people were occupying the same corner at the same time. 7 if you count Mole, I guess. Nope, not quite Mole. But yep, there's 4 guys within very close proximity. Alrighty, get your popcorn, hop onto Deport's POV again.
About 18. Oh, Brad Ranger. So about 18 laps to go, I think, in stage number. Oh, Deport got loose.
I will have to.
I think coming on 17, Deport is into the inside. Whoa, Mole nailed the shit out of him! Oh my gosh,
that might be our first caution of the night because Mole's gone. Ooh.
Mole has heavy front end damage. Tomato's gonna take the lead. The caution will probably come out for the first time for Cause tonight. And I gotta go to Hack because is he gonna try to make a move for Tomato for the lead? Ardeni just tried to wall ride it. I don't know what just happened.
I myself have to. This is a perfect time for me to segue away. I'll be back in a few minutes, but hopefully I come back for Rigo Green.
Well, caution's out for the first time tonight. Deport spun, and Mole couldn't avoid him this time. Oh, and Ardeni just nailed Hack under caution. Deport, I think, is actually the free pass, or I don't know what he is, but someone's getting the free pass. I don't know if it's Deport or not. Because, yeah, it definitely can't be him. I think, well, okay, maybe Ardeni's getting his lap back because he He's going to go and get his lap back or something. He's multiple laps down as well, though. I think, okay, Crimson Sniper's also looking to get his lap back. Oh, jeez. Wow. Okay, pit road is open this time. I don't know how many people are on the lead lap. So, yeah, I mean, we're about, I think, okay. I think everyone, Brad Ranger and behind is a lap down. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Top 9 are all on the lead lap. Mole is about to lose a ton of ground on pit road because of that damage. Last time I actually looked at the chat because I haven't looked at that. Oh, Days. Oh, my goodness. Well, I don't know if you're still here. The HD is drunk. I don't look at Twitch chat because I use my phone to watch the stream POVs. Oh my gosh, Days, you're still here. This is crazy racing, man. But Tomato's gonna win the race off pit road. Hack will be right behind him. As far as after that, Mole has to repair that damage. Looks like Flash, followed by Eric Pluto, and Clater will also join him out. Popcorn is out. Well, I would sure hope that it is. I mean, this has been a very eventful race, considering we've only had one caution for cause. I mean, you've seen it. We've had beef literally everywhere on the track. What did they look like to you? Hold on. What did what look like? Oh boy. I don't know if I just missed the choose or not. I don't think we have. The wreck. Oh. Oh, alright. Well, it's like, I'm just explaining my angle to Storm from the booth. My view just looked like D-Port got loose and, Mole just nailed him. That's just from my looks of it. Anyways, a bunch of people took the inside. Ira Pluto going to take a risk and go to the outside lane. That might actually end up working out for him. We will see here as they restart in the restart zone. It's going to be tough for me to figure out how many laps are left, considering my only source of data is like about 4 or 5 laps down. We're back underway and into turn 1. Everyone has sailed off. Pluto's gamble did not work out. Hack gave a massive push for Tomato into turns 1 and 2 as, oh my goodness, LRS has sailed all the way off. What in the world? We know. Let's just tune into Mole. Let's watch this. Pluto has dropped all the way back. Oh, and he's just killed Flash. Moves him up the track, and LRS is going to send it 3 wide. Oh my goodness, and Plater's almost up in the wall. Mole is going to send it down the inside of Flash, probably here soon. Yes, he does. Pretty clean, all things considered there. Hack is still running second SP. Oh, and Pluto hits the wall, almost kills Mole. But he manages to keep it straight. All right, 4 laps down, or 3 laps down is Storm, so about 9 laps to go. SP got loose off of turn number 2. LRS going to go around the outside, try and take third. He does. This is probably the most calm I've been in a second. Oh boy, they are definitely racing further back. Mole sends it deep on SP, runs him wide. Further back, Flash moves underneath. All right, Pluto almost gets that move done. Mole got loose off 2, now into 3. Big lunge for the 24. He runs SP all the way up the track and goes on through to 4th. I don't think SP is going to be too happy with that. I mean, I would say that that's how the 24 has mostly been running throughout this race. Albeit he is the fastest car on track, but yeah. I don't know what SP's going to feel about that. Further back, Pluto, Clater, and Crimson Sniper all just have their you-know-what up there, you-know-what, going through 3 and 4. They are nose to tail, so as 2nd through 4th. Hack holding off. Hack, this has been far and beyond his best performance so far today. I mean, he's started further back, but he's managed to fight through the field, keep his nose relatively clean. and is fought up to second and on pure pace as well. Might not have anything for Tomato at the moment, but still got to shout out a fairly solid performance from that 48 crew. Looks like at the line, because Storm's a little further back, 55 plus 3, 58. That's 4 laps to go in stage number 2. So I guess we'll have to keep an eye on this. Can't go further. Well, I'll try. They're coming to 3 to go. That's all I know. They're coming to 3 to go. Is there any beef happening throughout the field? No, it looks like this is probably the most respectful they've been all night long. And that's saying something, because you would have imagined that they would have been even more aggressive. Now, coming to 2 laps to go, pits will close when they hit the line. LRS getting passed by Mole, not quite, still side by side down the front straightaway. 2 to go, no more pitting. Mole sends it in deep, makes LRS go a little wide. LRS looking for a crossover, can't quite get the traction. He'll have to settle back for 4th as Mole sets his sights on for Hack. Green and white flag is out. I believe is the last lap of stage number 2. And to say the least, I don't think Tomato expected to see himself in this position. I mean, he got lucky there with Mole getting a lot of damage. Mole had to fight through the field. He's not going to be able to sweep the stages. That is going to be halted by Tomato, who comes off turn 4 and will win stage number 2. Hey, and I actually got it right. Let's go. Looks like Hack second, Mole third. A lot of cars behind them. SP 4th, LRS 5th, Plater 6th, Irate Pluto 7th, Flash 8th, Crimson 9th, I think. I mean, that it's pretty close. Yeah, you're going to just have to guess with that one. Well then, stage 3. We still got about half the race left, 119 when we go back green, laps to go. And we've only had 3 cautions so far. We in the pre-race had the over-under for cautions at 7.5. HD and me both reluctantly took the over on that. So unless we have a caution-filled stage 3, it's very likely that we hit the under on that. Here we go. And Brad Ranger has elected a alternate pit strategy and will take the lead for the first time tonight. Well, that was late start. Anyways, here we go. Stage 3 underway from Martinsville. Tomato lunges it around the outside. Got a little contact there from Brad Ranger. Hack sends it 3 wide to the inside. 3 wide off 2. Tomato clips the wall. 3 wide now for second. Mold sensing an opportunity, sends it under Brad Ranger, who was weak on the tires as everyone's clobbering over the curbs. Hack takes the lead. He's going to lead lap number 1 of stage 3. Now Mole sending it underneath Tomato. Further back, Crimson Sniper just ass-packed to Deport Eddie. Brad Ranger trying to survive at the moment. And now Mole moves his own teammate up the track. Hack manages to save it off of turn number 4. But down the front straightaway, Mole will take the lead back, and if I'm Hack, I'd be a little bit mad about that. That was your own teammate that just moved you. Looks like a little bit of lag should be fine. SB hanging on right now. That is for 4th. I think Tomato might have gave Hack a little bit of a bump there. Off 4, Tomato now moves into 2nd. And a very familiar 1-2 as they run right now. Oh, a little bump to the back of the 17 there. Hack's not going down quietly. I think that's Brad Ranger dying. Yes, it is. Clatter's up and over. Sniper's in the inside wall with Drake. Oh my goodness, it's Calamity on the backstretch. And I think that's going to bring out, yes, it'll bring out another caution. Our second caution for cause on the evening. Oh, lordy lord. Well, so we're at 4 cautions on the night now. Those of you tuning in, you might have tuned yourself into a very hectic race. Tempers are pretty high with a spot in the championship 4 on the line. This is race number 1 of the round of 8. 2 more races to go after this. SB is already on pit road. Same with Irate Pluto, Sniper, Brad Ranger, and I believe there's another guy who comes as Sniper. I don't know if pits were open that time. Would imagine that they are. considering that some people are hitting. Well then, I don't know when HE is going to get back. He has definitely missed some very interesting racing so far. Let's see, how hot is it in this room? Because when I broadcast, it's pretty hot in here. It is 84 degrees. Okie dokie then. So it's a little steamy in here. Drake and I believe our Denny coming into the pits now. Oh man, a lot of these leaders choosing to take the track position before the fresh Goodyears. I don't believe that's a surprise of much of anyone. Don't believe this is a choose cone. I think it is. We've seen a lot of people having gone to the outside then, I believe. So I believe they'll be choosing this time. Looks like everyone's gotten back into the groove of things. Just taking a look up. Looks like Drake's just exiting pit road now for his damage repairs. So, real question now is, who's going to be the lucky soul to try and take the outside on this restart? Looks like it'll be Hack, and it will be. Will anyone else elect to go to the outside? Yes, SP from pretty far back. No, reminder, him and everyone else behind him. Not actually. I mean, everyone, I guess SP, Irate, Pluto, Clater, and Crimson, they all pit for fresh tires. So what could this look like for this upcoming restart for them? We'll wait and find out. Mole will lead us to green. Teammate Hack, who elected the outside lane, is going to have to try and time this perfectly. Everyone lined up where they need to be. Mole will lead us into the Geico restart zone. Tomato right on his back bumper as Mole gets an early jump there in the restart zone. We're back racing here from Martinsville and into turn one. Mole gets ahead nicely as Hack gets shoved up the track by SP. Tomato going to cover off the outside, and Hack returns the favor to SP down the back straightaway. They make contact. Now Hack gets sent up the track. I believe that's from Irate Pluto. Flash trying to poke his nose underneath. Hack on the fall. Crimson Sniper's had an amazing restart. He's up in multiple positions, but Deport nails the back of him going into turn one. That was beef from a couple decades of laps ago. I don't know what else to call that, unfortunately. Everyone else seems to have found their rhythm. Tomato holding on to second for the moment. Oh, Clater really loose there. Almost got turned by Crimson Sniper. Here we go. Tomato holding on to second, rather defensively over LRS and SP. Ari Pluto holds on to, I believe that is fifth at the moment. What is going on back here? I just watched Deport do something, so we're going to tune into that. If I can find him, here it is. Oh, Mr. Deport, what have you found yourself into? Storm running him wide. They're 3 wide now for the back. Brad Ranger gonna force them 3 wide, and Deport up into the outside wall. My goodness. Up here, Flash trying to look down the inside of Hack. They all stay straight. Sniper runs into the back of Clater. Further up ahead, Tomato has lost out on second. LRS has moved up into second. Tomato falls to third. Just trying to make sure everything is all running right. Hack trying to big send on Irate Pluto there. This is for the 5th place position. Irate Pluto got a little loose there off the corners. I am changing cameras way too much for my own good. Can't find one that satisfies me. Oh, and that's the 9 car up into the outside wall. Hack is going to have a big run going into turn 1 and 2. Maybe a little bit of a bump to the 9 car. To our teammates. We have seen Hendrick get a little feisty in these last couple laps amongst themselves. Pluto going to drive that in deep. Hack is hooking the bottom pretty nicely, but can't get the drive off like the outside lane can. Oh, and there we go. Bumper to the back of the 9. Trying to get through to 4th. Hack's got better places to be at the moment. Irate Pluto would rather not be on the wall right now. Flash is going to train on through. Same with Clater, and maybe the same with Crimson Sniper, all training on the bottom. Now Ira Pluto finds a hole down on the bottom, right behind Flash, but maybe not for long. Crimson Sniper gives Clater a little bit of a helping hand into the back bumper of the 9. They all still remain mostly straight. Clater got a little squirrely there with help from Crimson Sniper to the outside. This might actually help him going down the front straightaway. And now Clater sends it in deep around the outside. Can he arc that, get something going? No, he can't. Might try the crossover, though. Down the inside of the 9 car, not going to be available for him. At least not yet. Oh, my goodness. He's going to try it again. Not going to get there. Meanwhile, up for the lead, LRS and Mole have checked out, preferably. These guys, well, they started 1-2, roles reversed, but Mole has had a very tough go of it trying to get around the lap cars. LRS finally having a car he is satisfied with now. SP's kind of going pretty crazy with Tomato right now. Flash, resident short track guy, is running 4th. He's had a pretty quiet day. He's ran well within the top 10 all night, but you know it's been a pretty quiet day for the short track guy. Clater's still having to hold on with his life over Crimson Sniper, Ira Pluto, and Brad Ranger. That 21 car's looking worse for wear at the moment. I wouldn't believe it if I said it, but this has probably been the calmest it's been all day as Sniper and Brad Ranger get into it on the front stretch. Kenny's involved as well. I opened my mouth way too quick. Caution's gonna come out next time. Oh, Drake's died!
I just watched Tomato completely obliterate the fence on the inside.
What about Tomato died too? Brad Ranger's dead again with Kenny on the backstretch and Dart, and he nailed him too.
What if I missed? Are we in stage 3 already?
We're in stage 3. This is their second caution for cause in the stage.
Then Mole won stage 2.
1, 2, 3. No, actually, Tomato won stage 2.
Hey! Oh, I forgot. Mole got in the boom boomy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our 5th caution on the night. And I just opened my mouth to say, this has probably been the cleanest they've been all night. And just as I'm about to finish my sentence, I cut to Storm. And what does he see? He sees Brad Ranger, Crimson Sniper, and Kenny all dead on the front stretch, and they had no...
Everyone pretty much just gave you the proverbial middle finger, the Jinx middle finger.
No, I tend to do that sometimes. I apologize for, having a jinxing effect, the commentator's curse. Pit Road will be open this time, and unlike last time where only a handful of gyros came in, it looks like everyone will be coming in this time. Barring Storm, who will get the wave around, is not for position. He's going to go, I believe, 2 laps down now, and Ardeni will also be taking the wave around.
Whee!
Also, Daze was in the chat earlier. He said he thinks you're drunk.
I'm not. What do you mean, Darren?
That's absolutely wild.
What do you mean? Me?
What do you mean?
I can't even consume alcohol if I wanted to. Which I don't want to for legal reasons.
We don't condone underage drinking on this channel.
Sometimes we do.
Race off pit road. What? Anyway, SP wins for second. Mole wins the race off of pit road. And orders shuffle just a little bit.
Guess you could say there is order in the court. I don't know where I was going with that, but I guess there's order in the court.
They have lined up in an orderly fashion. I don't know if they're racing pretty orderly. I mean, it's been kind of wild. Choosing there, I believe, SP and LRS?
Nope, they're not choosing.
I guess no choosing.
I was going to say...
They went high there.
I was going to say Mole went down the middle. So I figured they weren't choosing if Mole stayed stagnant in the center of the track.
Ooh. We have less than 100 laps to go. Oh boy. Can you handle like about 91 more laps of this? Let's hope so. I have to get a beverage soon. I mean, I haven't had nothing yet. Choosing this time, Mole, SP, and company elect the bottom. Tomato is going to go to the top for the first time.
Daniel Suarez ratioed somebody on Twitter because of taxes. I don't know why, but yeah, Daniel Suarez ratioed somebody on Twitter, so that's cool. Anywho,
congratulations to Daniel Suarez, by the way. He recently became a
dual citizen of both
citizen
Mexico
of the United
and the United States. He's now a dual citizen.
Absolutely. This looks like the first race that was here in the season. I believe so. I mean, without the cautions, I mean, the first few stages have been pretty calm for as far as cautions go. It's been nothing but calm racing-wise. Mole gets the jump on Tomato. We're back underway here in stage 3. And let the madness commence once again. Irate Pluto, 3 wide in the grass. Oh my goodness.
And there goes Mole. Off into the sunset.
And there goes Sniper. And there goes everyone.
Mole is off into the, not quite off to the sunset, as Legacy Motor Club has done a tag team attack on Tomato. Yeah, I don't even want to look at what's going on behind these two, but I'm gonna ride along with Alex because he is the best point of view of the Bedlam.
Battle of the Bedlam. Crimson Sniper just nailed the crap out of Brad Ranger in 3 and 4.
This is worse than the battle. This is worse than the Battle of Fort Sumter. Only one person died in the Battle of Fort Sumter, by the way. I could be wrong on that.
That is pretty bad. I don't know. Deport and Crimson Sniper have gotten into it a couple times tonight, let me tell you.
Well, Deport's traded paint.
Into him again.
I think Deport's traded paint with everybody except the crack dealer outside of your local Menards.
Wait for it.
There it is again. Deport has traded something with everyone over the last week except the tweaker outside of your local Menards. But anywho, I made that comment twice already, so it's not funny anymore.
Save big money at Menards, I guess, or whatever the kids say nowadays.
Save big money at Menards. I didn't know Menards was a store.
I don't think that was the right jingle.
I've never seen a Menards. Never seen a Menards.
That is definitely something to think about as Storm is hitting his outside wall.
Is Menards like a Cabela's? A Bass Pro Shop? Or is it like a Home Depot?
No. I mean, kinda.
In terms of what?
It's like a Home Depot. It's like a Home Depot, kind of.
Okay.
From a person that's been in the Midwest more than once. I think.
Oh, so Menards is a Midwest thing? I thought
not
it was a
quite.
Northeast
It's not. Yeah, no, it's a Midwest thing.
Meanwhile, Pluto and Storm are trading paint tizzles.
Oh, and put them up on the wall.
Hey,
I think Storm's about to stand on business here. Is he about to bump him?
No, Deport gave Kenny a bump from about 18 rows back. And they both did the defense. That's how you do it. Brad doing his best through goes Hamilton. Oh,
and Sniper just nailed him again.
And Deport
and Deport set in the outside wall.
Deport hit the glitch spot. Now I said in the message chat that I would be making fun of Deport in the booth. I didn't think it would be at Martinsville, but this has been an unfortunate. Can't really have a fall from grace if you never rose to grace to begin with. It's just been a fall for Deport. It's just been a fall.
There's never been any grace in this race. It's just been beating and banging all day.
Definitely not 3 days worth of grace. Please tell me you got that reference.
Like the band
3 days grace. 3 days grace, yeah. I'm kind of glad you caught that.
Jeff Buckley, there's the reference for grace or something. Anyways.
You say Jack Doherty?
I said, what the hell? I said Jeff Buckley. I did not say Jack Doherty, bro.
Is Jeff Buckley the lead? Is Jeff?
First you think Menards is like not real. Then you think that I said Jack Doherty. Why would I bring up Jack Doherty? Here and now.
Jeffrey Scott Buckley raced to Scott Moorhead. I think it was Scott Moorhead. No wonder he changed his name to Jeff Buckley. No wonder he changed his name to Jeff Buckley. Jeez. Scott Moorhead. What a name. That's such a poo name. It's worse than your name. I can't disclose that, though. You might kill me.
You're so evil, man.
I'm not evil. I'm just a Menards disbeliever. And Flash has sent it in on hack from 18 rows back.
There's too much to try and focus on right now. There's
The same way,
last.
The same way John Wilkes Booth catapulted his way up into the upper decks of the Ford Theater and did the famous boom boom on Abe Lincoln.
You are wild and way too much right now.
I'm not wild and way too much. I'm giving y'all history lessons. I'm reading a Civil War novel, and all of a sudden I think I'm a prophet.
Bro, this is getting ridiculous.
General Robert Anderson.
This has definitely been a night in UTLR Cup of all time.
$5 that says Alex never lets me touch the booth again for my comments. They're not even bad comments.
Never
just
let this
annoying.
man cook again.
I'll never let you cook again. You just steal wins from us on the Truck Series. You didn't even run for the playoffs.
I was eligible for the playoffs and I backed out of it.
Because you're a...
Anyways, Brad Ranger and Storm appear to be beefing.
And there goes Hack. Through goes Hamilton in his way into Claytor's left eye socket thing. Alrighty then. Ooh, a little bit of contact
Sniper
between
just
Flash
nailed his
and
own teammate.
Claytor. Well, you can ask... Well, I don't know what I'm saying anymore, so I'm not going to say anything. Hey, meanwhile, Mole has caught Kenny. And guess who's ahead of Kenny? Our good friend, Deeport. You think the gloves will come off for like a fourth time?
I don't know. I mean, apparently there was some death between Ardeni and Drake, potentially, from the looks of it. We'll take a peek on Deeport, see what's going on. Almost just got loose there. That might be a caution, actually. Doesn't look like it. I just was a little confused why Ardeni and Drake were back here. I'd assume that they had crashed.
In the words of Donovan, the silverback gorilla. That's all I got. That was from Monster University. That's a great movie, by the way. I recommend that for you movie enjoyers, you cinema watchers. Anywho, speaking of watchers, we have to watch Deeport commit many amounts of crime plus tax fraud on the rest of the field. As he did it again,
I was watching Hack nail Tomato up the track and then pass him for third. That's what I was watching.
And Tomato
Tomato
scrubbed
do anything?
Tomato scrubbed the fence. He's going to give him a little bit of a boofy doofy. And this is a straight line. Second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. A boofy doofy. Second, and
Tomato got loose.
Obliterates the fence.
Oh my god, they're 3 wide into turn 1.
Later just through goes Hamilton his way into the fourth position. Or the fifth. Because isn't Luke ahead of SP or am I tripping?
I don't even know where LRS is. That's a good point. Where is LRS? I haven't even seen this man. He's fairly far behind. All right.
He's in second.
LRS
is in second. That's good.
LRS is in second. Mole is currently leading, navigating through lap traffic as we speak.
And I'm watching Mole's Deeport is likely going to commit Yep, there he goes. Throwing his blocks again. There goes Deeport. There he goes.
I don't know if that's blocking. I would more or less say that that's driving the line.
Driving the dip.
That is... Oh my gosh, that was from really far behind. Okay. Drake better be careful here because he might get caught up in something he doesn't really want to be a part of.
He just got sent from a double-wide trailer's length of racetrack.
That's once and 2 bumps to the back of the 24. Oh, and Mole got loose.
Mole just gave him the Sammy Kershaw special, a.k.a. the double-wide trailer send job. Sammy Kershaw is a country singer. He sang.
Mentioned that or made that saying.
Well, I have now. Well, I don't care. Sammy Kershaw made a great song called "The Queen of My Double Wide Trailer." Very good song.
Anyway,
it seems Mole has navigated the very testy Sammy Kershaw-esque waters that is the 7 machine.
It should also be noted that Tomato has dropped like a rock. I mean, he's down into second, third, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. So he's fighting for 7th right now with Irate Pluto, who has just doored him up the track. That wasn't very nice, now was it? But Tomato actually going to get the benefactor of that. He's going to get the run off of turn number 2.
Kind of just watching, kind of just peeking around. I thought that was a caution based on how slow Mole was going. No, he was just mid-corner. Yeah. Anywho.
He's just mid-corner.
Flash and SP are
Driving
side by
normally.
side. That's about a fifth, I believe. Fifth? Yeah. That's fifth. Yeah, that's definitely. Oh my gosh!
Oh, okay, that was a...
Oh no, that's fourth because Hack's in third.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
I don't know if he got loose or just let him have it back, but SP relinquished that spot he very much could have stolen.
Later, looked like he nicked the curb a little bit, got a little loose. Looks like he's going to fall a little bit further back as Flash, likely using the setup that we both used the other night, is finally driving pretty good.
So he was not driving very good right now. SP's just hit the wall again. He seems to be having a lot of issues with this car right now.
His anti-flow state. As you know, everyone has to make. I'm not sure if they have to make green flag pit stops anymore. I think they still do.
They will have to be making at least.
I was going to say. I think they definitely still have.
Once we get down to 55 laps to go, then we'll be just beachy. The storm's going down another lap, which is not good for me. So I'll have to think that he might be 3 laps down, I think, at this point. So 60 laps to go and 6 more laps, they'll be good to the end.
Yeah, I smashed the over on the cautions. I mean,
we're at 5 right now.
I mean, you gotta have 3 more in 60 laps. I've seen crazier things happen. I don't want that to happen, but crazier things have happened in the world of auto racing. As it looks like Flash, I'm going to tune into this Flash and Hack battle, because Flash is moving on the long run.
It does appear like that has gone the way of the 18. I did mention earlier when you were gone that he's been one of the more quiet drivers this evening, despite having run top 10 all night. Been a good run for him at a track. I'd say I more or less expected him to run pretty well tonight.
Well, absolutely. As you see, Kenny's going to play an interesting role as a pick. Let's see if Flash rolls that pick like a nice quality Derek Lively screen.
Anyways.
Yeah, no one knows who Derek Lively is if they didn't watch
this
basketball.
This is a reference that maybe 1% of viewers would get. Maybe.
Well, what is that? So like 0.3 of people, like 0.3% of people.
Maybe.
Hack gets it a little bit too deep into the corner. Flash going to get a little bit better of a drive off, but he must have nicked the curb, got a little loose. I don't know if I just called him Hack or Flack. I hope I didn't call him Flack. I called him Flack. I want to cry. Oh, Flash going to give him the not quite the business. You just let him know, hey man, I'm moving. Goes to tail. Kenny going to begrudgingly move out of the way. They're they'll get side by side. Flash into one will have the advantage based on line choice, but Hack gonna hang around the outside. I think Flash will get the deed done in 3. Sends it a little bit deep to compensate, a little bit of a oomph back from Hack, but yeah, looks like Flash has got the job done into the 3rd position. I think 3rd. Yep. You know, Clater's
a syllable word right there. You just said.
Clater is back behind Hack, and I almost said Hack and Shack. Anyhow,
This is not 1990s basketball, HD.
Hack a Shack. Oh, yeah.
The person that's been making references to obscure athletes, this should be a fairly
Shaquille O'Neal isn't
reference.
obscure though. That's not my forte. Like
I'm just saying, you make obscure references. This is a very, very prominent reference.
I would much rather make a Kevin. This race has been about as good as Kevin White getting drafted in the 1st round by the Bears. I hope
that
one
was
first.
A real sentence. You
Yes.
did hear that right.
Well, Saints legend Kevin White. I caught one of his gloves last year. Yeah, I caught one of his wide receiver gloves last year. Yeah.
HD should remember that race when me and him had a chance to win until One Bad and High Road had other ideas. This is from a little while ago, about 11 minutes ago from Mr. Load Broke.
Which
from Charlotte, I believe?
Which race? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't Charlotte. He said till
Did you
who
have
had
to
other
sing something?
ideas? About how me and him, how me.
Till One Bad in High Road had other ideas. You and him had a
Right.
chance to win.
Okay, maybe
Clater is slow on the front stretch.
I wouldn't say we had a chance to
He's back to
win
speed, though.
at Martinsville, but we had second and third locked up. But then they both sent us, and we both fell to fourth and fifth. We both had second and third locked up, and they both collectively sent us.
Wait a minute.
So,
Wait
yeah.
a minute.
Deport
I
and
sense
Alex.
that there's beef happening.
Deport and
Like, I
Alex are
sense
side
beef.
by side. Uh-oh. This is gonna get testy very, very quickly.
I was like, I saw on Storm Stream that something was going down. Is there beef?
Ooh.
I bumped him there. I don't know if that's beef.
Yes, Lodberg,
They have been beefing.
I do remember what you were referencing, though.
Oh,
like,
wait. Storm's backing off?
he's gonna...
And then
Oh,
drives it deep.
he wants to Kenseth him so badly. I don't think Deport wanted to compromise
what's going
Flash. I don't think Deport wanted to compromise Flash. Alex is going to do what he typically does. No. Wow. Wow. Alex moving out of the way as a lapped car. Never thought I'd see the day. I'm kidding. I don't think... Yeah, to the people that did race to the Martinsville race the other night, which is literally just Flash, that is in this league, I believe. As Flash, Alex was a poor little hindrance on the racetrack going 9 laps down, aforementioned. That poor little sack. And speaking of
Got
Alex,
loose.
there he goes.
Saved it.
He didn't save it, though, so I'll give him half of a brownie
He
point.
kept it straight.
I'll give him half of a brownie point.
Well, what defines being a save? I mean, he kept it straight. He didn't really spin out. I don't know if Hack just got into him there,
Can't
but
defense, but like you
looked
said,
it.
looks like everybody's good to go to the end on pit stops. It just depends on who pits. Martinsville feels like a track that I don't know if you can gain too much time on that pitting. You can.
Well, I think that you do have the extra grip, but I think I'll also might
Did
come
Crimson
into
just hit the
play,
glitch spot?
like where
No,
you
he missed the
exit.
glitch spot. Crimson missed the glitch spot.
Okay. So leader Mole, hold on, let's compare where these guys are. So Mole is entering 3 and 4. LRS is exiting 2. So a little over a straightaway separates our top 2. And they have entered, they are under 55 laps to go. So any pit stop after this, and they are good to the end on fuel and tires. Question is will we see that come by way of natural green flag pit stops? Or will we see a caution have their fates decided? Brad Ranger already into the pits. This is an interesting sight. SP is on the verge of getting lapped by Mole. I'm not sure
Yeah,
if
it looks like he's
SP did
been
or
frustrating. No, I don't think he did. He's been a frustrating night for him. Once you get out of that flow state, Brad's pit, you just get all sorts of worked up and ha-ha hee-hee. You just get pushed around. Every storm runs out of rain. I don't know what I just said that
That is a
for.
quote of all time.
It's also a song by Gary Allen. You should listen to it if you never have before. It's a very touching song with very good underlying motives. You should listen to that. Being as it is also Men's Mental Health Month, I believe it is a song that should uplift a lot of young people. People in general. Very good song. I propose all of you listen to it. Yeah.
Good HD looking out.
Yeah, looking out for the
Martini's
homies.
also made his way to pit road, making his final stop, or
I'm gonna call
regularly scheduled final
I'm
stop.
going to call it Mole is going to pit in 4 laps. No, not before, not later. He will pit in 4 laps. Starting this time around.
So Storm's 3 laps down. He's about to go 4. So they are on 41 minus 40, 39, 38, 37. 37 laps to go because
Pluto's
Mole is
in.
about to lap him for a 4th time. Pluto,
Yeah,
yeah,
Pluto's
is
in now.
in.
What would be an
Starting to
absolute
see more and
travesty is if there was a caution.
36 laps to go.
Is if there's a caution when our leader
That would
was
ruin
in
a
the
lot of
pits.
people's races.
Now, let's say perchance that Mole enters pit road, and then he gets lapped. Caution happens.
Oh.
It won't be the worst thing ever, but the guys that go multiple laps down, they are the ones that are in trouble. Because you'll go about 2-3 laps down by pitting in Martinsville.
35 laps remain in this one.
Okay, this is lap 3, so if Mole pits this next lap, I might be the absolute godfather in terms of predicting things.
I briefly saw it, and I was going to mention it a little earlier as Ira Pluto exits pit road. It did look like that
I'm not him. It's okay.
Flash Champ is closing in on LRS for second. He's seeming to find a lot of pace in that 18 car as we have entered the longest green flag run of the evening.
Oh yeah, that car's tuned up. I know what he's running. The car's tuned up for long run success. Flash likes to tie race car. He's got that thing nice and very, very tight. I didn't want to say nice and tight because it could be taken out of context. Anywho,
I think either way, I think it made it worse, the fact that you made it out of context.
Oh, shut up!
Could have been taken out of context.
Oh, hush your mouth, porky.
That's not a very nice thing to say, man.
I'm sorry.
It's not.
Anywho, his car is set up very, very well in terms of the long run pace. So if it goes green the whole way, if we manage a caution, I don't think Flash is going to be too thrilled about that because he doesn't fire off well in short runs. That car does not fire off well in short runs. I'm firsthand of this. I ran the same exact setup.
Make a pretty drastic adjustment to that car, get it pretty loosened up.
Yeah.
Go for short.
Yeah. Long run, you got it nice and long run, you got it all tightened up. Short speed, you got to have it loosen up to where you can float around. Part of me thinks some of these guys, if they chance it, they save enough tire, they might just take two. Some people might try to.
That is definitely a thought.
I think the people.
But the problem is you're so far back of the leader. I just don't think that making a two-tire stop would really be working. Ira Pluto's pretty loose, and so is Mole. Ira Pluto trying to get around the 24, and Ira Pluto does, in fact, unlap himself.
I believe Mole is on the verge of... It looks like Mole is going to be on the verge of pitting sooner or later, it looks like, as I'm sure a lot of our leaders are.
Looked like Deport was on the verge of death right there. Who's that behind SP? That's Brad Ranger. Brad Ranger's also made a visit to pit road already.
The best thing that our second and third place drivers can do, if they can cut any time at all to Mole, is try to undercut him. They're gonna, as Luke,
LRS
the 43, he comes
LRS
in, he's attempting the undercut. Let's see if I'm going to follow along with Flash and see if he reciprocates sooner rather than later.
That is an interesting strategy. Deport not getting out of the way of Ira Pluto, which is not going to be very happy coming out of the 9 camp, I think. Deport pulled into pit road there, though. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to look. Mole is out of 4. And Flash makes his pit stop. Flash is coming in to make his pit stop right now. The provisional second place car will come into the pits. As I'm sure Mole, yep, he's diving down.
Another car is in. Clater's in.
It's Clater. It looks like Mole's staying out as long as he can.
Nope, and Flash is in as well.
As I already pointed out, because I'm Himitron. Anywho,
yeah.
I think Mole understands that no matter what lap he pits on, he's quick enough to get his lost time back. I think in case in the event of a caution, he's going to try to make his life easier. If his competition is lap, no one can beat him. I think Mole's just trying to run it out as long as he can. He's going to do the arbitrary 4-tire stop, too, I believe.
Possibly. He's looking a little loose there.
He hopped the curb right there.
I have a little SP's out of pit road, and I am a little intrigued at the fact that Mole's
Flash, Clater, and Deport all come out of pit road at the exact same time. Hack going to get the overcut on Clater, not on Flash. How far away did LRS get from? I guess. Okay, so LRS entering 3 and 4. Flash is out of 2, so the overcut or the undercut worked pretty good so far.
Out of pit road now.
So far for Luke, I think.
Mole's now coming in.
I want to say judging by.
Hack parked it in front of Mole, and Mole almost missed pit road because of it.
Ooh.
That could have been pretty bad. And one thing I was going to say that is very, very dangerous about Martinsville is pit road and speeding. Definitely do not want to be doing that. So Mole, I mean, it's going to be pretty close. Even if he sped, not sure where that exactly put him. Everyone now that was right
I
behind him
want to
getting their
say
laps
I
back.
think LRS took 2 because he's got a pretty big gap on Flash when he only pitted like 2 laps before him.
Hack's already out of the pits.
There goes LRS.
Hack pit for 2 or whatever it is. Flash is going to jump Mole. Oh, and we have a car around. It's Brad Ranger on the front stretch.
Part of me really,
One car spin.
I think judging by how short of time Mole spent in period, I think Mole just took 2. He wasn't in his pit stall that long. He was not in his pit stall that long.
Here's the other weird thing. Flash is out ahead of Mole.
Is Flash in the lead? Okay, look on the straight.
Storm's
Who's the
in the
leader?
pit, so Storm's in the pit, so I can't see who the leader is on track, but I'm left to assume it's Flash.
I don't think it's Flash.
Well, if it's not Flash, then who else would it be? Flash
Mole?
was running 3rd. It could be Mole.
Yeah,
I doubt Mole would have gained time.
I'm telling you, he wasn't in his stall that long. I think Mole might have taken 2.
We'll have to see.
I think Mole just tried to make sure his lefts could go a long way. I think he took 2. Who's
he's
the leader?
behind Hack later. Let's see here. When Storm exits out of pit road, we'll officially have the note. Race leader is the 24, yeah. Which I am very confused on how he managed to gain so much time.
I'm confused on who exactly. I don't think Mole's in his box that long. I think he took 2. I really think he took 2.
Yeah, so about 4 or 5 laps down. Storm is now 21, so about 16 laps to go. Around that time, or around that frame, Kenny's entering the pits.
Good assessment.
And Tomato just nailed Storm.
Absolutely. Denny.
Oh! Denny in front of the field.
Yeah, almost.
Stops every
That
tracks.
Just about caused a caution, which could have shaken things up very rack-a-fratzy. Would have racked the field right back.
Tomato is running 6th, just behind Mole. So 6th on back is a lap down.
So that means Hack would be 5th, if our logic is correct.
Yeah, so by logic, or Ira Pluto is 7th. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so
Hack's in. Hack's 5th, Plater's 4th, Flash is 3rd, LRS is 2nd.
And I believe Luke has a half a track deficit to Mole. I mean, a literal half a track. If the field gets,
it will take a caution.
If the field gets stacked up, oh boy, is all I'm gonna say. If we get that caution, oh boy, is all I am going to say.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to be super aggressive, purely because of the fact that if Mole gets out to the lead, I mean, he's gone. And I mean, it's evident with how this race has turned out in this 3rd stage.
Whoever lines up behind them might have to do something that they don't want to do, just to make it interesting, to give themselves a chance to win. They got to do something that you probably don't want to do.
Oh, I mean, even if you do that, you're going to get penalized.
You got to take the gloves
off.
It's
not worth it.
I don't mean wreck
11 laps to go right now.
I don't mean wreck the guy. I mean, you don't want to send a guy up the racetrack under any circumstance. I took the gloves off at Martinsville. Get a little testy. Get a little bump and runny. That's what I mean. I didn't mean wreck the guy, you nincompoop. I'm not barbaric.
Yes, you are.
I'm not. I'm just stupid. I'm not barbaric.
You put these evil thoughts in my head, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that on me.
Right. Well, I think this race will be over before this Uber Eats ad is finished.
Potentially.
Well,
yeah, this is the most relaxed we've seen everyone. I don't really get to see green flag pit stops happen that often at Martinsville. So at least it's been a very welcome change.
Ooh, Hack kind of gets a little shaky Hack gets a little shaky right in front of Mole. Mole's gonna dive to the inside and get a little bit of a oomph. Tomato trying to make sure that he picks as a caution. He's the first man a lap down, is what he is now.
Lucky dog currently. He's looking to be faster than Mole right now. It's interesting.
I think Mole's just in a flow state. He knows he has time to give up. 7 now. 7 to
We
go.
hit 5 more laps to go. Once we hit 5 laps to go, I believe that will nullify the chance of a caution. Tomato going down the inside for Mold is not for the lead. That is to get back on the lead lap.
We're at 7 to go. I believe we're coming to 6, yeah?
Less than that. Okay, wait, hold on. So Mold across the line there. Okay, so we're actually at 5 laps to go now. So 5 laps to go.
The caution
no more cautions.
has been nullified, so barring an absolutely catastrophic collapse, Mole will lock himself into the final 4.
Like that.
A collapse
the
bigger,
track that's been dubbed Molesville.
A collapse bigger than Genghis Khan's empire would require someone to steal this from him.
Now, it is a little questioning as to why. I mean, he's getting passed by both Hendrick teammates. Not sure as to why. I mean, he's losing time off the... Okay, Tomato was lagging there. 4 laps to go, I believe. That is...
LRS is definitely catching him, but there's not going to be nearly enough time.
Just wondering, because you did mention about a potential pit stop or short pit like that for taking less. It'd be possible that Mole might have taken light amounts of fuel and tire, and maybe he's trying to nurse it. I don't know, but it's 2 laps to go.
He's got a little over.
Coming to the white next time.
He's got a little over half a track. I think he'll be just fine if he just rides behind his teammates right here.
White flag out this time. 1 lap to go for Mole.
Not sponsored by anything because we would get sued.
Nah. And fittingly at the track, dubbed Molesville for his dominance. It certainly did not come easy early on. He has had to fight through the field tooth and nail, but the quest for the 4P is now on. Mole gets it done at Martinsville and punches his ticket into the championship 4.
Looks like LRS will come home in the second position. If I'm not mistaken, that 18 machine,
Flash third.
A Flash Champ will mosey on home in the third position.
Plater 4th, Tomato 5th, Irate Pluto 6th. I believe the rest of the field was lapped down. Let's see here. Hack 7th, SP 8th, Brad Ranger 9th, Crimson Sniper round out the top 10. Kenny 11th, Storm 12th, D4 13th, Drake 14th, Denny 15th, and High Road rounding out the 16 car field. Oh boy. Well, that was a race. Congrats to Mole. I have no doubt in my mind that we'll be hearing some very interesting post-race interviews from these 3 drivers. So, you want to take 3rd and 2nd, and I'll take the winner? HD?
I mean...
Fastest lap goes to Dr. Clater, 19.5.
Sure. I guess I could.
Do you want to?
Do I have to?
You don't have to.
Oh, yeah, sure, why not, I guess. Sure, why not.
Right. Yo.
Billions.
Yo.
Hi, guys.
Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
24-1 again at Molesville. Gosh
darn
it.
At Molesville, you hate to see it.
I should have trusted my intuition.
24 car dominance at Martinsville made Boar fans.
Well, I picked Clater to win something. He won the fastest lap, so I'm kind of halfway in the ride on that. So I'll take my menial victories. Take my menial victories on that one.
Do you want?
I was praying.
I don't play Among Us, sir.
I wasn't praying on your downfall, Mole. I was praying for some action because once you were gone, we were just watching. We were just watching the bedlam that was taking place between the lap cars.
Man. Anyways. Oh. HD, do you want to... Oh my gosh. let me talk to you about that after. But HD, you want to go ahead and get third?
Yeah, we'll do bottom. We'll do bottom to top. Like a very
That's how we do it in my booth.
very poorly constructed mid 2010s Dallas Mavericks roster. Alrighty.
That's too big of a reference.
I don't care. Anywho, third place finisher, I believe, was the 18 machine, the Foodies wagon, the the sweet stallion himself, Flash Champ. You got a copy?
I do.
I don't know why I just called you the sweet stallion. We're gonna disregard that. But anywho,
Gross.
I mean, stage 1 and 2, I can imagine was very tough for you. You had to go through absolute bedlam, to say the least, as I'm sure everyone did at least one point tonight. Once we got into stage 3, you got in your flow state. You were running very good on the long run. Part of you wishes there was cautions at the beginning of the stage probably wouldn't have occurred because you had a long run car, and that last run was kind of shorter than you wanted it to be. But overall, big points at a track you're pretty good at. Come on in third. How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Pretty good. We got another podium. We didn't have anything from Mole, obviously. We definitely had something for LRS. Glad I was able to run him down. Then he just freaking shot out LRS on the fact that he pitted before I did. We ran him down, and it was all for naught after he pitted before I did. But I'll take third. We'll go to Watkins Glen next week. One of my better road courses, and we'll try again next week.
Well, I mean, yeah, you definitely had something for the, I guess, as F1 would dub it, the best of the rest battle. But, hey, yeah, yeah. But, yeah, you ran very well tonight, man. Obviously, the little bit of the race that we did earlier on last Saturday got you much needed practice, got you used to the setup, and it paid off. Another podium to your name. Congratulations, man. Hopefully you carry on this momentum into Watkins Glen. Alrighty, I guess I'm doing second place now. Hang on, I gotta get a swig of vanilla Coke. We're not sponsored, by the way. We're not sponsored.
Off topic, it is 87 degrees in my room right now in which I'm broadcasting in.
You are a
It is
monster. 87
baking
degrees.
in here.
My brother in Christ, are you in Phoenix, Arizona at night?
No, sir. I am not in Phoenix, Arizona.
You're broadcasting from an Agam sauna. Jeez. Okay. Second place was. I can't think of a funny quip, so I'm just gonna say. Better Eric Jones, not crap Eric Jones. LRS, how you doing, buddy? You got a copy?
Yeah, I'm honestly kind of in a decent mood.
Well, I would surely hope you're in a decent mood. You won the best of the rest battle as Mole was 837 kilometers up Mole Street. I don't know where I'm going with that, but anywho. I mean, obviously, we knew that if it stayed green, that Mole would be the guy to just run away with it. And it was just a battle, pretty much, all eyes turned to the battle for a second. And you, on the short run, it looked like you had something for him, but obviously once the laps ticked off, it just... He obviously showed his speed, but you were very quick tonight. On the longest of long runs, you were slipping a little bit to Flash, as obviously Flash got around you, but then you played the pit strategy game, and it worked out for you. So, got another great second place. You got much needed points to get yourself to give yourself closer to the Final Four. So, how you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the car slipping away at the end of the runs wasn't really my doing. That second to last restart, which was like with 100 laps to go, I was actually keeping up with Mole. I was kind of confident in the long run speed because I didn't get full scent on the restart and I didn't have rear end damage. But on every restart, I had some rear end damage from Tomato getting pushed into me or Clater getting pushed into me, and then SP got pushed into me. It's just people, not knowing each other's braking zones. It's fine. Me and Mole obviously. We're having fun for the lead at some points. He got into me, I got into him. That's Martinsville. It's short track racing. You can't get mad about it. It's my 13th second place finish this season across all three series. So obviously I'm tired of second place, but there's not much more that I could do.
Unfortunately, you're correct. There's really not much more you can do when a guy as talented as Mole is so good you can really only pray on his downfall. I, for one, was not. I want that to be prefaced because I'm not a poo-poo human being. But anywho, regardless, you ain't got nothing to be ashamed of tonight. Bagging the second most points, getting yourself one step closer to Final Four. Watkins Glen's coming up. Probably, I would say, maybe your best road course. That's what I would say. And just seeing you race it. So, how you feeling in terms of going into Watkins Glen?
Yeah, man. With Mole being locked in, that's what. Honestly, not any shots, but it's something less to worry about. You know what I mean? He's locked in. I don't have to worry about pointing in ahead of him. Now I have to worry about SP. I have to worry about Flash. I got to worry about Tomato and Pluto and all the others. Alex is good at Watkins Glen too. But me and Mole have had good battles at Watkins Glen. Me and SP have had good battles at Watkins Glen. It's just going to come down to consistency because when you run on these road courses, HD, as you know, INFU too, you just have to be consistent. It's not even about running the fastest laps. As long as you stay on target, you'll be there and you'll get the points. And that's what you have to do on these road courses. That's what I'm going to try and do. And yeah, I'm just going to try and get it done.
Well, obviously, best of luck to you because I believe you can get yourself into the Final Four just by having good results at Watkins Glen and Michigan. We know Michigan's going to be a crapshoot. We know that, but Watkins Glen, I believe, if you can't lock yourself in with the win, you can very well get yourself plenty of points. So Michigan's less of a worrisome race for you. So, congratulations, man, and good luck next week at Watkins Glen.
Yeah, man. Thank you, HD. And before I get out of here, I just have to extend my gratitude and everything. I'm grateful for everybody here, especially the drivers that I'm racing to try and get into the Final Four. Mole, always a class act, does good all the time. SP, Alex, Flash, Pluto, all of them, Hack. Everyone does a great job, even though we, get mad at each other sometimes. Even Deport's dumbass. We're all here to have fun. So, yeah. Thank you guys, and have a good night.
You too, my man. Well, I'm going to hand the reins over to our Commander-in-Chief of Broadcasting, INF. Go to the winner's circle, buddy.
Alright, I'm already here, so you don't need to tell me to get in.
You are not. I had to tell you to get there. You're still galloping on your high horse.
I was here already. I was here 5 minutes ago.
Gallop on your Palomino and
Pull your
hush.
ass. Okay.
Gallop on your Palomino.
Whatever. Anyways, I'm here with the winner, the great Mole in the Holio. You got a copy, my friend?
Yes, sir.
Well, what is there really to say? Another dominating win at Martinsville Speedway, and this locks you into the championship four and continues on your quest for a four-peat. How does that feel, sir?
Man, I am excited to be in the round of four. Molesville still lives on. SP was giving me crap all week saying I wasn't going to win it. Here I am. I don't know what to say, but nonetheless, LRS is running really tough. I think that one run he would have had me. I don't know what I did with my car, but the setup was off, and I got lucky with a caution, and I was good. But he had my number for a little bit there, so shout out to him for being there. And I think he outran third for a while until Flash tracked him down, and then he just had the right pit strategy coming off. So shout out to him for being there, and I know he's going to be there in the Final Four if I had to be a betting man. So good to see him up there, and excellent race, I think, by this league. We actually had green flag pit stops, so that was sick too.
Yeah, the fact we had green flag pit stops, I even commented. We don't really see races that often, or at least I don't see races that often going to a green flag pit stops. But it's cool to see. This is something me and Hunter, we both saw throughout the race, is that you had the distinct pleasure of navigating through lap traffic quite a bit through today's race. How do you think that affected?
At least for a quarter
how
of
do
the
you think
race.
that affected your race?
It definitely hurt me from getting a stage 2 win, that's for sure, but it is what it is. I'm locked into the Final Four anyway. I don't know what Deport was doing. He was doing his best Jinx impression from the KRL League, but it was interesting. I don't understand it. He would like literally try to nudge me into the inside curb, and I had nowhere else to go. And then I'd shoot him off the track after that because he's a lap down car. I don't know what to do. And then I don't know what happened with his spin. Maybe he just got loose, but it is what it is. No shame on him. It is what it is. We move forward, and it's just Deport. Okay. Deport means well at the end of the day, so I'll let bygones be bygones. And I got into a few people too. I got into LRS, I think, once or twice. I got into SP once or twice. It's Martinsville. It happens. Maybe that's all it was for Deport too. But it made the race a little bit less boring. We'll say that.
Well, it definitely made it less boring. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to need to go back and rewatch about the Stage 2, Stage 1 if you're curious, because, oh my goodness, me and HD, we were losing it. We were losing it.
I can't wait to hear that scream call when I get wrecked in Stage 2.
I was like, oh, it was crazy. But
That's good.
You got anything else you want to get off your chest, or just say to the general public, your adoring fans in the chat?
Yeah, nothing too crazy. Just shout out to LRSSP, Flash here, Tomato too. These guys have been battling with me all season long, so it's great to see all of them in here. I know Tomato's not in here, but I've been battling with him all season long, and always good racing with these guys. Everyone's a class act in here, so appreciate them all, and can't wait to see what the Final Four brings.
Well, hell yeah, man. Congratulations to you on your win here at Martinsville, and congrats on making it to the Final Four, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Well, Mr. H. Diddles wraps up our broadcast of Martinsville here for the opening race in the round of 8. Closing thoughts from you in your second broadcast on the season, and first with myself.
I'm glad that's over.
Oh, man. I actually have a 10-hour drive ahead of me to Maine, so I got to get going.
Oh, my. Oh, boy.
Ah, damn.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah.
You win. You win.
Wait, well, you do
He
realize
wins.
it's in
True.
New Hampshire. It's in the name, right?
I do. No, I'm staying in Portland on the ocean and then driving back
cool.
on my way back. I'm going to New Hampshire.
He's driving.
I know.
He's driving to the opposite Portland.
Yeah.
Yo, we're gonna go hit the craziest meetup
He's-
for real.
He's gonna go see F and I, guys. What do you mean? He's seeing
And
F
then
and I. Trust.
Oh, no.
On my way home, I'm going to Loudon for the race, so
Well, hell yeah.
it will
man.
be cool.
Yeah, Ichi, anything else you'd like to add on your closing remarks?
No,
Not
I'm
much. Not much, except for the fact that pretty fun in terms of seeing us actually have a semi-clean Martinsville race. I cashed the over on cautions being at 7.5, and I'm actually glad I was wrong for once. That was actually a fun race. For Martinsville, all things considered, pretty fun.
For those betting people and those curious, we did end up having 5 total cautions, 2 of them for stage cautions, 3 cautions for cause. So 5 cautions at Martinsville. So that's pretty good. I mean, obviously that's out of context, but yeah, for how the racing was looking like. But it was chaotic from the drop of the green flag all the way till the checkers. But that'll do it for us here from the Underlights Racing League. Tune in next week, same time as always, as our Cup Series drivers will be heading to race number 2 of the round of 8 at the Watkins Glen International Raceway. But this has been INF signing off. Thank you so much to my co-broadcasting partner HD for joining me in the booth on maybe an hour's notice. I haven't gone to broadcast with you in maybe 1 to 2 years. It's been a while, but it's great to have you up in the booth. And thank you all to the viewers that tuned in. I saw through the stream that we had quite a few people cross through here and take a peek at the action. I want to say thank you for that. And yeah, till we see each other again, you have a blessed week and take it easy. Good night.